G'day everyone, welcome back to Tom's Brook Farm. It is a freezing morning this morning. It is currently about 9 degrees, but it feels like, about 4. And I'm currently, obviously you can see I'm down here at Atherton's. I'm just waiting for Henry. He's bringing his boom spray back down here because he's got to go back over the wheat there. So yesterday we had an unexpected shower at the end of the day. When I was driving the truck back from Lake Grace, I was following a rain cloud and there was water on the road as I was coming home. And when I got to the shed wasn't that wet. It had only had 1 mil, but down here it had 4.5. So basically if you draw a line, my house is over the hill there. So from there, draw a line across here. This paddock would have got 4.5, and then all the canola would have got 1. And I don't know how much Hatton's got, probably got a little bit on the tail end. But on a previous video I was saying how we're out of water at our spray tank, our main spray tank. Spray dam. Our main spray dam is out of water, and then this is our next one. So this is the one with the flex sand tanks that we will be drawing from. And I was going to show you guys how low it was. So it is getting frighteningly low as well. So like we will still be able to suck out of this one. This one will probably do us for the rounds of spraying. So Henry's got here to do, which I'll explain in a little bit. He's got all the Hattons to do, and then what's he doing after that? Oh, actually he's going to be going over all the canola again. So there's a fair bit of water still to be used, but I'm hoping that this will be enough. So yeah, anyway, so we'll get straight on into it. So Henry's just there. He's bringing his tractor down, boom spray down. We've got some ryegrass that has come out of nowhere out in this paddock. We're going to go for a drive out here now and we'll show you, because I haven't seen it, but Henry went around with Luke yesterday and had a look. And yeah, we need to hit it. So we're going to go and have a look at that. I'll show you guys what it looks like and why we're hitting it. And then after this, so next week he's going to go and spray, or the rest of the wheat. The wheat will be ready to be sprayed next week. And then after that, he's going to come back and then he's going to spray the canola with a fungicide. So the canola, we're going to spray a fungicide on, and that is going to help prevent blackleg. So they went out and they had a look, and there's traces of blackleg out there. Now it's not so bad in the front paddock, but this paddock just here and the paddock just there, it's actually quite bad. And the reason for that is this paddock here and here of wheat was canola last year, and they were really bad with blackleg. So blackleg spores are here, so they don't have far to travel to infect the closest paddock. So we're definitely going to spray them and get that. Try and reduce the blackleg population, because if you guys go back to the videos of last year, it was it was horrible, the amount of blackleg that we had. So yeah, hopefully this fungicide spray that we're going to do over it will help it. So anyway, we'll go out here and we'll see our ryegrass issue, and I'll show you guys that. Alright, so we're not too sure as to why we've got ryegrass coming through on this paddock and not that paddock back there. Henry thought originally it could have been that he didn't put a chemical in for the first brew, but then when you got to the second brew, like the second part where the second brew would have started out here, it's still got grass out here. So he's like, well, it definitely wasn't that, because we would have noticed excess chemical back at the shed. And I'm pretty sure he would have picked up on it by the second time you went to spray. So when we say it's grassy, like it's not too bad, but yeah, if you look down the lines there, you can see that instead of just having straight lines of green, we've got green in between. And if I can get out of the shadow, you can see that this here might be better looking that way, but this here is the ryegrass that we don't want when we want to kill. And when you pull it out, it is easy to pull out. So the chemical that we used is working, but not as good as what it should have. Obviously the ryegrass shouldn't be able to grow through, but it has. So yeah, anyway, we're waiting at the moment. Dylan is bringing out some chemical from town for us. Can't remember, what's it called, Henry? Matino, and it is $44 a hectare or something.
Yeah,
it's
I think $40 a hectare.
$40 a hectare. So it's a very expensive brew, but we want to make sure we kill it, because if we don't, two things will happen. The ryegrass will take over and it'll start taking the moisture from the wheat, so your crop competition is not there, so the crop will suffer and the ryegrass will just absolutely go bonkers. And the second is, if we have a wet harvest, we can get a thing called ergot, and that is a mold that grows on the seed of ryegrass, and that downgrades your grain that you deliver. So we do not want that at all. You actually try and clean it out if you get it. So yeah, we want to make sure we kill this, because ergot would be our biggest concern if we left this to grow. So as soon as he gets here, Henry's going to be, that's why I brought the boom spray down, Henry's going to come down and get this sprayed out, so it's all done and dusted. So Dylan's just been and gone, and Henry's just loaded up the chem, and he's off. He's gone to go and spray. So he's got 205-ish hectares, something like that, to spray out. So he'll have that done by it's 9:16 now. He'll have that done by 2 o'clock this afternoon. We were about to head down to my house site. We've got a pump down there, and we had that down there, I don't know, when did we have that? I think that might have been for the pool. Anyway, we've been slack. It's just been left out to the side. I need to get that back up here, because once I clean the turntable on that and hook that back onto the water trailer, we can't suck out of this tank here anymore. So we've got to suck out of that dam that I was showing you this morning. So we need a pump to get down to suck out of that. So I'm going to go and do that now, and then as soon as I get back, I will start washing out the shed, because we've got the fire unit there ready to wash out, and I'll start washing that shed out so that the shed's dry enough, hopefully this afternoon, that we can move headers and then start parking gear away. But yeah, because I've got this on my mind to do the pump, I'm going to do it now, because if I don't do it now, then I'll forget about it, and then yeah, so I'll do it now. So I've got the pump, so that'll end up going down to Atherton's there, and there's no one here at the house. But I just cleaned out Pedro, because Pedro was very dirty. Yeah, so the only thing that's needing to be done down here is painting. So this all needs to get bloody done, but it hasn't been done yet. And the floors, everything inside's all done. So the floors are all finished. They're all good. So no one's allowed in there for 10 days. The only thing left to go inside is carpets. So that's the home theatre, so that needs carpet along with all the bedrooms. After that is cleaners, and then the pool fence obviously needs to get put up. So there's not much to go. The painters, I'm told, were meant to be out here this week, but now they're coming out next week. Yeah, we'll see. The next week there's rain coming, so no doubt they won't come out next week, and it'll push us back, because yeah, they've got to obviously sand everything outside and then paint it all. Now you can't really do that if you've got horrible wind or rain. So fingers crossed they get it done. Like I said, we go on holidays end of next week, so it'd be nice when we get back to holidays, well, from holidays, to have it all done and we can move in. Alright, time to wash out this shed, so then we can start parking gear away. It'd be good to get the headers in here, then we can get the Bredel and the ute. We can park that where the headers go, and yeah, just get some things. My caravan can get parked away, although it's only going to be in a shed for a week, but anyway. So what I've done this time is I have got the long attachment. Last time I used the high pressure nozzle that oscillates, but there's not the challenge that I had with the cleaning out the first shed the first time. So you can see these squiggles along here. So that's pretty much the hardest stuff I've got to get off, which I can sort of move with my foot. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. So it means that I should be able to do it a little bit quicker, just having a flat fan and going along than that oscillating nozzle, because that does take a little bit of time. And the other thing is that's longer, so I can stand up straighter and my back won't hurt. Because, geez, my back hurt last time I did it with a small gun and you're bending over. So we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then I'll just switch it over, but I'm hoping it works and I can just get away with it. So anyway, time to start washing a shed. That was much quicker to wash out using that attachment, the long one, and also the fact that I'd already washed it out previously with a fire unit made it a lot easier. So the rear side was pretty clean, and the Agstar side, you can still see this stuff on the ground. I can't physically get it off, and I'm hoping sort of can draw in it. I just couldn't. Well, I mean, you got the scum off the top, and then yeah, that stuff there, it's still there. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wait for it to dry, and I'm leaving the fire unit and the pressure cleaner there. Just gonna wait for this to dry out, and then just see what it looks like after that. If it's okay, then I'll roll everything up, and then I can move headers once out here is dry, obviously. But yeah, we'll just leave it for now, and we'll see how good a job I did. So I'm gonna go grab a tape measure, and I'm gonna go down to the Nourish, because I've got someone who's interested in that, so I need to do some measurements on that and send that through. And I've also got to go do and sort out crop insurance. So just gonna go down to the office, do a bit of office work, and then when I get back, well, actually I'll show you what I got to do to the Nourish anyway while I'm down there. Alright, so I just got to measure this whole thing up just so that I can pass the details on to the man that's interested. So I'm just going to get my compartment sizes. I think he wants to know how many tons each one holds, but it's sort of just a guess really. We don't really know how much it all holds. I mean, it's a Nourish Easy Bin, but there's no stamp on here at all saying how many litres it was or anything like that. So yeah, just take a stab at what we sort of fit in at seeding time. So now the thing that I got to do to this is I want to spray it with our diesel oil mix, because we didn't end up using this for spreading, which is good. Means it's still clean from when George washed it. I need to pull this out of the shed and then come down and spray it with our diesel oil. Now that's just it just helps in aiding the life of the gear. You probably wouldn't think it, but this, at a guess, I've got to say it's about 8 years old, 8 or 9 years old. Now the reason I'm guessing that is we have had the Borgo for 7 years. We just did its 7th season, and we bought this here to replace, exact same, but we just replaced it with a new one when we had the Seed Hawk. So I can't remember if we did 1 or 2 seasons with this before we switched and went to the Borgo. So if it was 1 season, this is 8 years old, and if we did 2, then it's 9. So anyway, this let's just say it's 8. Let's go for the younger side. 8 years old. I'd say it's still in pretty good nick. It still looks pretty good. Everything still works on it. The only thing is that that back auger. When you fold that out, we do need to hit that down, or whoever's going to buy it can hit it down and take a little bit off the price for them. So yeah, it's it's been a bloody good thing for us. And when we could lift over the Seed Hawk, we were loading all 3 at once. So that little motor there was able to do that. So that was awesome. That was taking us 15 minutes or so to fill. So I am excited for the Earnshaw though. That should be really exciting. Being able to lift over and actually reach over the bin is going to be good, and then a ton of minutes. So I'm assuming it will only take us, at a guess, I'm going to say 10 to 12 minutes to fill, and then obviously it's our flexi out the back that however long that pump's going to take. So yeah, whether I get to this afternoon or tomorrow or the next day, but I want to do it this week, because what I want to do is take this off as well. Once I've sprayed it, take it off, take Wally to the shed, and I want to get that FlexiN tank mounted on the back of this so that this is ready to go for FlexiN whenever that might be. But I want to just get it sorted so that it's done before I go on holiday, so that if it's looking good, Henry might start doing some top up for FlexiN, and I just want to make sure that we are ready to roll for that and he's not on the back foot. So measure this up and then I'm going to go do some office work. Rightio, back from lunch, so we'll have a look at what this shed looks like, and if it's good enough to just leave. At least it's dry now, that's a positive. But these things here, this is what I don't know. I couldn't get it off with the pressure cleaner, so I don't know. I guess I'll just leave it. Other than that, the whole shed's come up quite nicely. Even the out there is quite dry. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pack all this stuff away, so it's all away, and then what'll I do? I might move the headers into here, and then I can bring the ute around. I need to clean the cab from the ute from all of our spreading, because we had fertiliser on our boots. So the floor needs a good clean, and then I'll be able to reverse that in there, and yeah, we'll be able to move some stuff around. So I guess we'll do that. Now the GoPro will work. Went flat on me, and then the battery I had apparently is flat as well, so I had to quickly charge it. Anyway, you can see Henry's just taking the Freightliner down there. Now Henry's back because it's a little too windy to be spraying. He's got 66 hectares to go and he's done. We're hoping, honestly, it's probably dropped off enough. He might be able to get going. Once he's hooked that up, we'll see if he can get going. So he can get that done. So he's just going to the water trolley just so that's all hooked up. He's cleaned all the dirt off the turntable. The headers are now all parked away, and I'm ready to close that shed up. I'm just coming up here to move Manny, because I'm going to come and grab my caravan, which is just there, and I'm going to park that away finally. That's been out in the weather since about a month, I think. So 18th of May today, I think it's the 17th, over a month. Anyway, doesn't matter, gonna get it parked away. That is now in here. The cab is all cleaned out. That's all parked away and ready to stay there for a while. I'll put Manny in here, but I might actually go slashing this afternoon, so I'm just going to move the telehandler over there, and then I'll grab my forklift and then move the van. Right, it's still too windy for Henry to go spraying. We've just sat down, had ourselves a smoko, and we've written up a hell of a list that we're going to do for the rest of the year. And there's still another thing I need to add on there that I just remembered, and that's the excuse me, there we go, the wildcat, the chaser bin. We need to fix that. Something happened to the choke. Something happened to the choke when George was cleaning it. He folded it all the way out, well, up, and then when he bring it down, something's caught, and we need to fix that. So that's something we've got to do. Yeah, we've got a lot of jobs. We've got jobs at each house that we need to do, and then we've got the Mac. We need to do that, and you can see our crude little picture that we drew. We're just having a chat about how we're gonna attack things and make it all sort of work, really. But we're both dead keen to get into making it work and getting it operational. So for the rest of the afternoon, Henry and I are just gonna whip a snip and mow around the place, because we've finally got a bit of downtime, and it is getting quite green, and which is nice, but it's getting quite tall as well. So we've got weeds growing around everywhere. So we're going to do that. I'm going to say goodbye to you guys, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.